All right. So yesterday I came out with like a Heartbreaker Turmoil build, right? And I started speed running heroic with 4 directives. And I thought running these missions in 5 minutes and some change was fast enough. But then I started to think about it, and I was telling people even in yesterday's video that if you were to put Striker on, it might be harder to get the stacks, but you would hit harder. And if you were to hit harder, maybe you could speedrun these heroics even quicker. So, what I did is did exactly that. I put on Striker, and it's even faster. So my 5 minutes and some change turned into 4 minutes and some change. Yeah, I'm running heroic 4 directives in 4 minutes and some change. There, let me explain. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video, and shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring to you a Striker Turmoil build that you can use in Heroic and even Legendary if you're nasty right now in PvE. It's amazing. Trust me. And I'll show you gameplay to back it up. It's a lot of fun. Just focus on the tankier enemies, and everything falls like dominoes. It's amazing. Not only that, but guess what? When you shoot the tankier enemies, you get your stacks up quicker. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a nice little 2-for-1 special. A little a little 1-2 step Steve. Anyways, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So if that sounds cool, well, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But how I do all my build videos is I'll do the build breakdown first. That way I show you how to put the build together, and then afterwards I will show you all of the gameplay. So here we go. Build breakdown. Starting off at the top, just like the Heartbreaker setup, I'm actually using the exact same setup. All I did was I switched to Striker, and it's even better. So, Technician Specialization, what does this do? It gives us +1 skill tier, but it also gives us that linked laser pointer. We are using the linked laser pointer on both our primary and secondary weapons. What does this do? Well, the linked laser pointer, if you aim your weapon at an enemy, it will pulse them. That will automatically give you a nice little flatline. So flatline on your primary weapon, that gives you 15% amplified damage. So what we're doing here is we're amplifying the damage while getting the stacks of Striker, which go up to 200 stacks. And we are using it with Memento that gives us another 30 stacks. Not only that, but we are sitting at max crit chance. So what we're doing here is we're pulsing our enemy. We're getting all of that, flatline activated. We're getting our stacks up. We're putting on the Lexington, and we're going ham. Truly, it's really that simple. I do a 4-minute and some change on Lincoln Memorial Heroic and Directives with no Memento stacks. I was getting the Memento stacks as I was doing the mission, and I was still able to get a 4-minute and some change. Ridiculous. This is a very, very strong build. But the caveat is you have to get your stacks up. So the way to do that is the rock and roll shotgun. I highly, highly recommend the rock and roll shotgun because it has the bigger magazine size, and that's because of the talent Perfectly Extra. So instead of a 20-round mag, it gives you a 30-round mag, and it's that simple. The reason why you want the bigger magazine size is you want to hit them with all of the pellets in your shotgun to get your stacks up as soon as possible. You're going to have to use at least 2 magazines to get your stacks up for the Striker. That's why I'm saying, as long as you get your stacks up, yeah, it's pretty badass, Mike. But it takes a second to get your stacks up. So the rock and roll is your best bet. That way you can just pointy shooty, get your stacks up, and then switch to your primary. Now, speaking of which, the primary weapon. I have the Lexington with flatline. You do not have to use the Lexington with flatline, all right? You can use the Police M4. You can use the Carbine 7. Both of those with flatline will do the exact same thing. The only difference is you know, the Lexington's better. All right, I said it. All right, the Lexington's better. Let's move on. Now, sitting here with the Lexington, we're sitting just under 126k for the base damage, just under 1,000 RPM with that 50-round magazine. We do have everything God rolled with damage targets at a cover and flatline for that talent. And, well, let's talk about this lovely build. Starting with the Memento. So the Memento does two things for this build. First one, it gives us all 3 core attributes. So we get weapon damage, armor, and a skill tier. So we're able to get a little bit of armor. We're at 1,000,000 armor. But more importantly, we get that damage and another skill tier, which does help out the build. Not only that, but we get the kill confirmed, which gives us 2 different buffs. And yes, you can have both buffs active at the same time. First up, you have the short-term buff. Now, this is based off of your core attributes. So, for example, every time I get a kill and pick up a trophy, I get 30% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. But wait, there's more, because the long-term buffs, this gives you another 30% weapon damage. So you can get 60% weapon damage just from having max stacks and picking up 1 trophy. 60. Crazy. Not only that, but then you get another 30% skill efficiency. So you're able to get 5% every trophy, and then you could have 30% just sitting there with max stacks. And then, of course, you get the armor regeneration, but with the short-term buffs, you get the bonus armor. So you're able to get the bonus armor and the armor regeneration. On top of that, you do have 1,000,000 armor just sitting there. Going to, the mod, my bad. We have a crit chance mod on here because we do have max crit chance on the build. We are sitting at 60% crit chance. Going to Striker. So we do have the chess piece. So that is important because the chess piece gives us that extra talent, press the advantage. Now what this does is it increases our stacks. Well, it actually doubles our stacks from 100 to 200. Now, what this also does is it adds another caveat here where we lose 3 stacks per second between 100 and 200 stacks. Now, as far as the Striker gear set bonuses and that Striker's Gamble talent, we get weapon handling of 15%, we get rate of fire of 15%, but then we get that Striker's Gamble. So weapon hits increase your weapon damage by 0.65% up to 200. So instead of the typical 200 damage, 200% damage we would do with the Striker's backpack and chest piece, instead here, we're only at 130%. But, mind you, Heartbreaker at fully max stacks only gives you 110. So this does give you more. It gives you 20% more. But you have to have double the stacks that you would typically have from Heartbreaker. So that's the difference here. Heartbreaker is overall, in my opinion, the best gear set because it has the survivability and the damage, and you get to pulse everything. It's super effective. Striker is the best for just overall DPS, but you have to have 200 stacks. Where in Heartbreaker, you just have the 100, you're good to go, you're Gucci. So, I mean, it's kind of, would you rather this or rather that? But I am telling you, Striker is better. It's 20% better. You just have to get those stacks up. All right? Moving on. Going to the attributes, this is for the Striker, starting with the chest. Weapon damage for the core, crit damage with a crit chance mod. Next is the mask. Weapon damage for the core, crit chance with a crit chance mod. Going to the gloves, weapon damage and crit chance. And going to the holster, weapon damage, and yep, you guessed it, crit chance. And that's your Striker's get up. Now, the last piece of the puzzle, actually the most important piece of the puzzle, the Turmoil knee pads. Now, these knee pads are disgustingly brutal if you have the damage to back it up. So, what we did here is we went with a all-red Striker build with Turmoil, and we're bringing the damage. So what does the Turmoil knee pads do, and why do I say you have to bring the damage? Well, the Turmoil knee pads have a rare knee pad talent. Now, this talent is called Bewildered. So Bewildered, what this does is when dealing weapon damage, half of your damage is transferred to another enemy within 30 meters. Now, it does not work when you're shooting armor plates. So you have to get through the armor plates and you're good to go. The coolest thing is whenever they're dropping their skills, you can shoot their skills and it goes to the enemies. Did you know that? Pretty crazy. Not only that, but like I was saying earlier, as long as you focus fire on the heavier enemies, all of the lower enemies die before you take out the heavier enemy. Not only that, but you're getting your stacks up quicker because they're bullet sponges, these, tankier enemies. So what you do is you get your stacks up, and then by the time you do, the entire room's clear. You pick up your memento stacks, run to the next room, and whip out the Lexington, and bada bing, bada boom, they're all gone. It's really that simple. Now, the cool thing about these knee pads is they are Cheska, so you get crit chance for the brand set bonus. They come with double crit and weapon damage, and they're God rolled, which is even better. So when everything is said and done, you'll be sitting at 1,000,000 armor, just under 126k on the Lexington. Good to go. As far as the skills, now this is due to my modifiers, just to let you know. The modifiers I will be using today, Overdrive, Reaper Scan, critical momentum, and microwave coils. So I am using the scanner pulse and the EMP sticky. Pretty cool. Now, if you don't have microwave coils, it's okay. It really doesn't, make or break the build. What you would do then is just change microwave coils off for critical recovery. That way you get momentum and you're healing yourself at the same time. Pretty cool. Now, finishing up with the stats, this is for the Lexington, just under 126k for that weapon damage, max crit chance, 89 crit damage, 75 headshot, and then we have 21 health damage and damage to targets at a cover. For the offensive tab, we're sitting at 128% all weapons damage bonus and 30% assault rifle damage bonus. So every time we're using the Lexington, we're sitting at 158% damage bonus total, just starting out. The gear talents, we do have kill confirmed on that backpack, press the advantage on the chest, and bewildered on the knee pads. We are actually over 1,000,000 armor, fancy that, 363k health with 10% explosive and hazard protection, but that's due to my watch level. So here's my disclaimer for all my build videos. I'm sitting at watch level 12,950, and that means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. Now, if you are at or above shade level 1000, you'll have the exact same setup. You can copy and paste my build, get the exact same numbers and results, and in fact, you can get them even higher if you spec more into expertise. Now, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out, so whenever you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers might not add up. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a great build to use, I promise you. Just put it together and let me know what you think. But all right, that is it for the build breakdown. I hope you found this helpful or informative. If so, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Support the channel. I do daily Division content, so ring that notification bell. That way you don't miss a single Division video. And also, follow me on Twitch. I am streaming a lot more on Twitch, and we will have Twitch drops coming very, 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 very soon. So make sure to follow me over there at Kamikazevondoom on Twitch. That way you can watch the Division 2 over there and get some drops with yours truly. But all right, so check this out. I'll show you some numbers, and we'll get out of here. So get your rock and roll up. Good to go. And the Lexington at the firing range, you should be looking at, I think it's like 723. So 723 at the head and 517 at the chest. Now that's obviously with the Turmoil active, and it's transferring the damage. So it's 723 and 517 when everything is said and done. But all right, let's jump over to the gameplay. So I just showed you how to put the build together. I just showed you how it works. So let me show you the damn thing. Hit the like, subscribe. You know the YouTube spiel. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out and roll that footage. Lincoln Memorial Heroic 4 directives. Let's go. Ooh.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound.
Okay.
They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent,
Keep it going.
we need to find a way to open that gate.
System malfunctioning.
Now we're losing our stacks
System
pretty damn
reactivated.
quick. Next. Next. Got it. I mean, I'm just now getting memento stacks.
What was that? Where were they?
Time to kill. That cover will change this.
Booyah. Oh, he got me with that grenade? What?
All clear. I repeat,
Crazy.
compound is all clear.
That's crazy, he got me with that grenade.
Check the interior while I get Henry's people.
And now
located
my
in the perimeter.
fragile armor is bugged. I just hit a what I just hit instant heal and it did not count. So that's cool. So we've got that going for us. A little low on ammo. Be all right. GG's.
The True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you.
I
with
mean,
increased
we're running
security. Isaac can't access data on this location. Stay alert.
We're most
Let them know you're
definitely
walking
running it.
Careful with those rounds. Kill everybody in here.
Okay.
DC-62 detected.
And
Heads
right
up.
here.
Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. We can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that.
Oh man. Oop, less. Yep. Got it. I'm gonna finish this mission out with +1 fragile armor, I guess. And this was my very first run at all, so I did not have any memento stacks when I started this.
Schematics Isaac pulled upstairs.
So
We can lock that tunnel door from their control
probably
center.
go even quicker
That should keep us from
if I had memento stacks.
System curtailed.
Keep it going. Look at this. I'm not even gonna change. I'm not even gonna get ammo. I'm not even gonna get skills.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
I'm just gonna run it right down their throat.
System restored.
Nice. Very good.
Go on and head back up. The team from the campus is taking position inside the memorial.
GG's.
If you hadn't stopped them,
Let's see what that was.
Used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how.
That was my
relieved I am
first
to have
run.
you on our side.
That was with no memento stacks.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sons.
And you can rewind it. I started that with
Confiscated a
0
massive
memento
cache of chemical
stacks.
weapons and
Womp
eliminated a
womp.
stronghold near the campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today.
And that was a 459. So now I can do 4-minute runs. What? With an AR build? Oh, man. Oh, man. 459. Ooh. That's crazy. Too bad the leaderboards don't go up to heroic, huh? Yeah. Damn. GG's. Let's move on to the next. All right, and jumping over to American history. These are both really fun missions to run. So, again, heroic, 4 directives. Let's go ahead and have some fun.
The first priority, prisoners to keep the true sons busy.
No, we just did a, what, a 4-minute Lincoln Memorial?
Look around.
So, let's see what we can do over here at American history.
Promising. Find it and patch eyes again.
If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. What are you waiting on? Come on. Now, just being honest with you, I prefer the Heartbreaker. Now, the Heartbreaker does not hit as hard. But the Heartbreaker, just for me personally, I feel it to be easier.
The main holding area is
The Striker does hit harder, but it takes longer to get up to those stacks where, you know, you can get to the Heartbreaker stacks in half of the time and, you know, hit nearly as hard. You know, it is like a 20% nerf or whatever from, you know, using Striker, but you also get everything pulsed. You get everything, you know, with that bonus armor, and you get everything with the increase to weapon damage, where Striker, it does hit harder, but it's just weapon damage. So, I don't know. There we go. Rush that. Yep, rush that. Go, go, go. Good run.
seem to be in control of the holding area.
I mean, we're doing fairly well with Striker, but I just being completely transparent with you, I don't feel as if I get max stacks as much as I did with Heartbreaker. You know, just I don't know. Just feels like maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Reinforcements en route.
Сейчас так вот.
Very good. I mean, I'm running it. I mean, I don't know. It was faster in Lincoln Memorial. I feel like it's slower, but maybe it is faster. Maybe it is.
There was a bright flash and then static.
I mean, we're going pretty damn quick with Striker,
Serious trauma detected.
but I knocked off like 30 seconds off of that Lincoln run compared to the Heartbreaker, you know.
It's up on camera again. The holding area is just ahead.
Oh, I didn't have anything to hit me off
Grab
of
it,
this.
Get the hell out of there.
That's where the directives are getting me now. There we go.
Looks like you got True Sons
We're going.
reinforcements headed your way.
North or south side?
Both.
But I mean, you can see even just right now I'm at half
With all those
stacks.
gates sealed up.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Nope. There we go. Push it. Push it. I don't know if this is faster though, but that Lincoln one was definitely faster. All right, and here's Johnny.
Jesus, what the hell is going on
Come
here?
on, pop your head up.
Fuckers down.
Yo. Wow, dude. Yeah, that sucked. The boss
No
was
more
sitting up there
contacts.
too
All
long.
clear.
That was a really bad
We
run.
just recovered intel that's going to be a whole lot of help to
That
Odessa in the
sucked.
short
Yo,
term.
I got a
But
ninja
to
bike
all
out
us
of
in
it,
the long
but
run,
that
we
sucked.
also
The boss
effectively
held
put
me
this
up.
hell
That
all
was
out of
easily
commission.
10, 20 seconds. Yeah, that boss held me up. That sucked. Let's see, though. Let's see. Yo, that was a 502, and I got stuck at the boss? What? Yo, it's even quicker with Striker? Are you kidding me?